take my shot. It's live already. Yo. There go MP, Dion, Fresh, and company. I'm sorry, what's your name?
Luvvie.
Luvvie. Nice to meet you, Luvvie. My cousin got it right there.
Yes. No, you can't talk. Not like that. If you didn't hear that voice, I'll put it back. Not in the mind. I hate that Jay.
Hello. We'll start. Thank you, everybody, for coming. And if you didn't know, my name is Dion. This is the No Foreplay Show. We might. Thank you, everybody, for coming. How we gonna do it like this? Everybody who's ever listened to the show, just start off a round of applause. Thank you for coming. All right, so this is our first live podcast. I'm excited to tell. We do have a guest, as you can see right to my left, Luvvie, the awesome Luvvie. We're gonna introduce y'all to Luvvie in a second because I feel like that's like gonna be a long process because she's like super dope. So the No Foreplay Show, I just want to give y'all a brief background because a lot of y'all listen to the show, told us about the show. We actually started this podcast way back in 2012. It was me, Ant, and there was another guy named Kendall Patterson who was actually super dope. We actually came up with the name, the No Foreplay Show. So we had this show. We had a bunch of dope episodes that we did, and now we up to about 57 episodes. 57 episodes. Every week we drop. And we are on the NoForePlayShow.com. That's where you can find us. So, I want to introduce you to my awesome host, Aunt P. Anybody who listens to the show knows Aunt P. Ratchet Aunt P. Let's go, Aunt. He's known for his rants on the show. Sometimes he just goes off the rails and I love it.
Sometimes.
Oh, okay, maybe not sometimes.
Not too much on me.
Not too much on Ant. So that's Ant. How do I describe Ant? I'm trying to think.
The guy in the corner store who only brought 95 cents. He still on his 3 bags of flaming hot $1.
You know what? Yeah, that's it. And he want cheese and meat.
And he want cheese and meat.
And
then he gonna let him know, like, I come to this motherfucking store every day and y'all gonna give me cheese and meat today.
So, how about this? Man, we gonna try not to curse since we live. I think my brother.
Y'all can't help it.
No, I can help it. I'm serious. Okay. So, yeah.
I haven't agreed to that.
Free yourself.
That's Ant. The thing I love about Ant is like the stuff he's passionate about, you can't really tell him nothing about. You can't tell him nothing about the Bulls. You can't tell him nothing about
Eastside.
Wait. Hold on, time out.
There's an Eastside.
Aunt P is not from the East Side. Aunt P he's from Nateville. He's from 90, supposed to be Aunt P. Close to it. Like he like the church going Chicago dude. Hey, Aunt P roast too. So you gonna roast him, he gonna roast. So we got Fresh. Fresh. I want to shout out to Fresh for this.
Yo.
When we had our hiatus, because we definitely took a break, and Fresh was always asking us, when y'all gonna start back up the podcast? I would look at Fresh like he was crazy, like, man, like this dude just keep asking about this podcast. We have not started back up. And he just kept going until eventually we was like, you know what? We're just gonna book this studio time. And ever since then, it's been magic. I love Fresh. West Side Fresh. The West Side got this much love in here. Like,
Hold on, let me get a real description of Fresh, because this has been way too nice. Fresh is the dude that if you can imagine the guy hanging out the back seat of the car saying, yeah, hey mama, hey mama, hey shout them holler at you for a second talk. The typical Chicago North Avenue and Central guy, that's Fresh. All day. Dirty, with long nails. He clean his nails, but they long for no reason.
Hey, no, it's the reason. I'm an ex-pimp, man. They begging me to come back. That's the reason why I wear my nails like this.
But Fresh he's loyal to a fault.
To a fucking fault.
I wouldn't trade Fresh for anything clean. But that's my West Side brother, for real, no doubt. That's the nicest thing I'm gonna say about you for the rest of the evening.
It probably is.
Oh, and yes, one more thing. Fresh is a Nitro legend. If they had a wall of fame, they'll have his picture with his pro out.
And I have my Old Navy pajamas and a white tee.
Fresh is also the dude at the party that like he one of the dudes who like he's still Jew.
Oh yeah.
And I'm just like, yo, man, this dude is he's still hit the 40s. Like this man is saying, I'm amazed.
Shout out to Chance, man, because I know I went out here by myself. Chance brought it back, man. He had the juke jam and all that. I knew I went out here alone, man. Shout out to Chance, man.
Okay.
All right. Now we will describe Dion. Everybody loves Dion. That's number one.
Everybody.
Fresh nicknamed him Fat Maxwell, and it's the most perfect sounding nickname in the history of nicknames. Dion is, how can I put this? I'm going to describe Dion nice and Fresh. You can go ahead with the disrespect. Dion is an asshole, but he's a good asshole. Dion is the guy that always has the answer. Like, you be like, man, such and such is about 6'8". Now Dion be like, no, he's 6'9.5". I looked it up last night on my phone because I was just thinking about looking it up for no fucking reason. Dion is the guy who judges you harshly on your music taste. Dion almost threw me out a window in LA in 2012, and I said, and I quote, man, Drake is a hype, he ain't all that, and he almost killed me. Dion is the guy that when you need him for anything, no matter what time of the hour, Dion will come. He'll judge you with his look, but he'll come out anyway. Fresh, anything?
Yeah, man. Dion name on my phone is Sensei because he go always give you a life lesson. Like, perfect example with Dion. I bought MP a gift today. I went out, bought him a hoodie and everything. So I'm like, what can I get Dion? Shit, that's at this mall. I gotta go to a small boutique that only 3 people go out. Hell no, he the one who would tell you, I don't like this Christmas gift.
And one of the people don't speak English at the boutique.
Right, do better. But nah, Dion, he a good dude, though. You know what I'm saying? He gonna always let you know your potential. He gonna let you know you could be doing you could be doing better than what you're doing right now. And that's why he really pulled me to the side. You know, you're like, good, man. You got an energy, bro. Use it. You know what I'm saying? That's how I hopped on this with him, man. That's my man.
He don't say it in a nice way, though.
No, I said that real nice. It was way worse than that.
Like, he'll disrespect you first. Like, you know, like you like the biggest fuck up I know.
Yeah. You don't gotta be buddy on this fucking
right. Yeah, but you had potential to do so much more. You like, damn, thank you, I guess. So, that's Dion in a nutshell. And all the ladies love him.
Man, hey, hold on. Dion just almost got my girl punched in her ear. He gave her a hug like, hi, how you doing? And she squeezed him a little hard and said, oh, you smell so damn good. I almost, you see, that's the effect that he had. You can take your girl without even trying. Damn.
West side dudes be jealous all the time. I'm on that time. See, my bad.
He's gonna get up and like first giving praises.
Damn.
Right.
I think I'm about to quit the show. So we here live podcast. It's something that's been in the works for a while, and timing is so like crazy. So we ended up. I think like people may not even know that like I'm sitting next to a legend. I'm gonna call you a legend automatically.
Automatic.
So this lady's name is Luvvie and she did go to high school with us. Me and Aunt, by the way, me and Aunt, we went to Whitney Young.
You're born because you didn't get in. You didn't get invited to take the test. Don't hate. Don't hate. It's dolphins all around in here. Not too much. Not too much.
And you only got into Whitney Young because your uncle was the head janitor, bro. That's the other way I can see it happening, bro.
We won't tell the things that got you in the Curie. Moving on.
Not too much on the conduit.
All five of y'all. Shut up.
So, you know what? I don't know. You know what?
She also went to U of Idaho.
She also went to the University of Illinois. I've been to the University of Illinois before. I went to the campus. I looked around. It looked very nice.
She's not a Saluki, but you know.
For good reason. It's all right.
I'm fine
We want
because
this show to be an hour, so
so yeah, you know, she definitely went to U of I. But like I said, she's a legend. Just in case y'all want to like whip y'all phone out for a second, like just Google her. Her name, you just Google her first name. It's Luvvie, and then like it's gonna be like pictures pop up. It's gonna say legend.
See how they clapping for?
So you know what? So when they look her up, you're gonna see like all kind of crazy stuff. You're gonna see her with like I think the first thing that's popping up with you and Oprah. Yeah. Just because of the way the internet works. It's gonna be Luvvie and Oprah. It's gonna be Luvvie and Shonda Rhimes. It's gonna be all kind of Luvvie with these famous people. But my thing about Luvvie is before that, before all of that, Luvvie, like, you used to follow Luvvie on all social media because Luvvie presence was so big, it was so deep. And it was like, not like deep, like I'm woke deep, but just like, gee, like, people love Luvvie, people love Luvvie's opinions. So she recently dropped a book this year called I'm Judging You.
Oh, yes.
I'm Judging You. If you follow No Foreplay, we gave away a copy of the book. I got a copy I'm gonna give away tonight. So me, I bought the book to read for myself. That didn't work out. I got the audio book though, so I just listened to the voice. 24 chapters, bro. And
I got the audio book too. Let me tell you something. Do not be on the treadmill while you got this audio book, bro. I was laughing so hard and snapping my fingers like a little Ratchet West Side girl. Yes. I mean, so many fights. We'll get to the book, Joe, but man, I'm telling y'all though, listen to that book. You need the audio book so you can hear it in her voice. And you can feel her passion about something. Y'all, we'll get to it.
You do need it because the book is not about, it's really just about everyday life, things that we encounter, things, you know, the random shit that we do on social media that we shouldn't be doing, the type of friends you have in life. Facebook, it's a nice little chapter about the stages of a Facebook relationship. And I'm telling you, bro, like I just love it. So let's give a warm welcome and a round of applause for Luvvie right now. Thank you for coming. The first question I have for Luvvie is this. Luvvie right now she's on a break. She's on a hiatus. She's like, yo, I'm chilling because she's been working. I would love to recite her for like, she's got awards, she do keynote speeches. Luvvie just got honored as the person of the year. And me, myself, I wouldn't win person of the year in my household. So, you know, that was crazy. I believe that was the African Explorer Awards.
Yeah.
Man, Joe, like, and I'm just watching Luvvie like on stage making speeches. She was honored by the Route 100, all kind of accolades. But the thing is, Luvvie's still down to earth. She's still like us. So, let's cut to the chase, because I need to talk about something everybody talk about. Anybody here watch Insecure?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. He was strong. So, he was serious. So So anybody here watching Insecure? Anybody oh, Team Lawrence. See, there you go. Who's Team Lawrence? Can we do some noise for people? Team Lawrence. Team Lawrence.
Look at all you women who want to live right fast.
Team Lawrence. Yes. Team Lawrence. You got Team Lawrence.
I feel them though, but I ain't saying it. Right.
You know what?
Okay, you feel them?
And are you Team Lawrence?
Does the sun rise in the east?
So, I got a question. Luvvie, did you pick a side?
What? Did I pick a side?
Did you pick a side?
I kind of picked a side. Not like a strong side. Not a strong side, because I see why both of them were wrong, and I see why Lawrence did what he did, but like, Lawrence was never a prize to begin with. And so, I'm sorry.
Relax.
Let's talk really deep about how Lawrence was not a prize. It'd be different if Lawrence was like a dude who happened to have his stuff together, was like matching her level. He was sitting on the couch for 4 years unemployed, and then when he got to Best Buy, he was like, yes, now I have a job.
Yeah.
That dude who was doing the minimum, oh yeah, he doesn't have any kids and he wasn't in jail. That is the minimum for you to be as a human being. He is not a prize. The what? The apps are the new mixtapes. Everybody got an app. I can go home today and come up with an app and be like, I got an app. Who cares? Like, what the app gonna do anything? His app hadn't.
She just compared apps to Applebee's.
App to mixtape. They're the new mixtapes. So, I mean, Lawrence isn't a huge prize, but, you know what I mean, like, Issa was wrong, but again, I mean, if you've been sitting at home for 4 years and you're my man, you will lose some manhood in my eyes, because I'm sorry, you don't have to be the one making the most money, or you don't have to be the one that's like taking care of you financially, but there's something to be said about a man who's sitting on the couch and unemployed for 4 whole years. This ain't 1 year, this ain't 2, this is 4. I'm sorry. Who was paying the bills in the house? Was it just me?
Actually, make that point. Other friends talk.
I was gonna say it's something to be said about a woman who stays with a man for 4 years. Yep. Doesn't have
But then again, y'all would be quick to be like, women gotta be ride or die. Y'all are never ride or die. We put the wrong star for y'all
Way more women in here than men.
This is not crazy worship.
Outnumbered on every opinion in this church tonight.
This is not remember night at night.
Hey, get fresh. I don't think it's about being ride or die, but like, I actually kind of agree with your point. Like, you know, to be with anybody for 4 years, man or woman, while they unemployed, I think that, to me, if she would have just eliminated that problem in the beginning, it wouldn't have been no issue. Like, how can you like sit up? Like, I understand like being with somebody when they unemployed for like 6 months to a year, maybe even 18 months. But after around year 3, it should have been some real life decisions.
She's culpable. That's what I'm saying. That she's culpable. I'm not going to be Team Issa, because Issa was also wrong to even allow that to happen. But then everyone was acting like Issa somehow flushed a good man down the toilet. Lawrence was a mediocre man at best. Like, at best, on a good day.
Okay, so Issa basically was washing lettuce at her job. She wasn't over
But she...
Let's go, Fred.
Because I remember Lauren going
At least Issa could pay her bills.
the lady at the bank was like, I mean, you straight, you got your savings, he was getting a little unemployment check. We don't know how much it was, okay? We be giving Issa way too much credit. I mean, she came over with one good idea and got
Notice that I still haven't given Issa any credit.
Okay,
You
congratulations.
assumed I gave you
Okay, I say this, Miss Levy. She picked the wrong time to let go of Lawrence. You know what I mean?
Why? Because Lawrence all of a sudden has this job. Okay, first of all, him getting the job was not all of a sudden make him a good man.
And who pushed him? Who pushed him to get the job?
Like, this job was a lottery ticket that he just won. Like, he got a regular job like he should have had.
Period.
So,
But
how do you fix the 4 years of you sitting on the couch and then on my birthday being like, I just kind of want to watch Netflix? And you serious?
So that's an excuse for her to get 8 miles in the studio?
No, it wasn't. I thought she made a mistake. When she was actually doing it, when she was doing that in the studio, I was like, oh, Issa's wrong for this because she knew, because she saw the what if guy.
Yeah.
And in that moment, she decided to exploit it when she shouldn't have. And she knew immediately that it was a mistake. So I'm saying that that's why I'm not your team Issa, nor am I team Lawrence, because both of them were wrong. But I will point out more of the Lawrence because men tend to want to pat themselves on the back for doing the absolute minimum to be fully functioning adults. And I'm kind of tired of that because all of a sudden people are like, oh my God, that man, you ain't on him. Oh my God, he ain't had no kids, he ain't go to jail. All of us out here who are women, if one of us went to jail, y'all be like, she's trash.
Yeah.
Let y'all be like, he only did 2 years in the band. You got muscle now.
Okay. I get what you're saying with that. Like, you know, men get a lot more credit for doing regular shit compared to women, but that's due to the fact of the ratio in our dating community, right?
Yeah.
All right, look, ratio or not.
But we can't say ratio or not because ratio is right.
Ratio or not, I'm sorry. But the level that I'm at, I expect the men around me to be comparable in that I would assume that you ain't been to jail. I would assume that you don't have 4 kids. Me walking up to you and you saying, hey, this is who I am, this is how I am, I'm not impressed by the minimum. When I see a man, like I'm sorry. It's just it is what it is. We can talk socioeconomic factors, we can talk the legacy of slavery. I'm not interested. I'm talking about day-to-day bougie people in Chicago. Like, the people here are not part of that ratio just because based on certain life circumstances. So actually, y'all are the exception to a certain rule, but in the exceptional circle, you are no longer impressive by not going to jail.
So,
But again, we're not arguing that. So we passed that. I'm sorry.
now she just said we ain't shit because basically a fish ain't gonna get no credit for swimming. That's basically what
Thank
she
you.
said.
I mean,
Thank you.
basically.
That's it.
And if this shit
That
not
is
make
it.
sense, swimming. Okay, I got another question because I just saw you was just in the White House.
Thank you, brother.
Correct?
Yes.
And I saw you were with Molly from Insecure.
And Issa.
Yes, Molly and Issa.
Yes.
Man. So how did you get involved with Insecure?
So I was the person writing the official recaps for Insecure this year. HBO hit me up because there's very few people online who are known for being TV writers, especially black and young. So when it was time for Insecure to happen, HBO came to me and said, we want you to write for the official site. And I was like, all right, this is my girl, I gotta do it. How I got involved in terms of knowing Issa, I've actually known Issa Rae for 4 years. I've known Yvonne Orji, who plays Molly, for 5 separately. And me and Issa ended up on a panel together 4 years ago at a conference on women who write humor content. And that's how we became friends. Me and Yvonne knew each other because we're both Nigerian, and she actually knows one of my good friends in Chicago. So when she came to visit Chicago like 5 years ago, we met, and we've all kept in touch. Funny enough, we kept in touch separately. So when HBO announced Insecure was happening last year, and they announced that Yvonne was cast as Issa's best friend, that was like dope, because I was like, oh, all my people in this, so yes, I have to get involved in it. So yeah, that's how I became a part of Insecure. But I didn't get any type of insider knowledge, like, so it wasn't like the only thing I did get, though, I did get to watch the episodes like 3 weeks in advance. Like, so I got to see what was about to happen before all of the internet went nuts. But I didn't get any type of insider info on like the writing room. I didn't get any of that.
So, who's your favorite character on the show here?
Thug Yoda.
Yoda.
Thug Yoda's my favorite. Like, he is hysterical.
Thug Yoda. So Thug Yoda, he told his daughter what? We don't say no. We don't say no.
We don't say C word.
We don't say C.
You live in the blood.
What y'all doing with this now?
We just do it about.
Yeah, like, Thug Yoda's hysterical. He was the guy who played baby voice Darius in Awkward Black Girl. So that's another thing. Like, Issa brought a lot of people who were on her old show, like her web series, into the actual show. And that's important because she actually just made made a bunch of them like SAG eligible.
Okay.
Like by pulling them in and saying like I want you to be in my actual show, they had to actually get like representation. So that was super dope of her to like ask HBO like I want to make sure my people come with me.
Definitely. So we know that I believe they're in the writers' room for the second season. Right?
Yeah, they are.
I just hope. I don't know what to expect from the second season at all. But I kind of hope that, like, I don't know, man. I feel like we're gonna see a lot of Daniel, and I'm not happy about it.
A lot of who?
Daniel.
Daniel?
Yeah, Daniel.
Well, you know what? They haven't announced that. Okay, so they've announced so far that one other person has been promoted to full-time cast member.
Okay.
Their friend Kelly.
Kelly.
The one.
Oh yeah, Kelly. Yes.
So she's a full-time cast member, but they haven't announced that Daniel is, which tells me that I don't think he's a full. Like he wouldn't be like as active.
Because when he showed up at the fundraiser with that like knee-length jacket, I wasn't even feeling that shit at all. Like,
I did not know this one jacket.
yeah, the jacket was knee-length. He was standing there like he was really
Blade.
Yeah.
He was dressed like Blade. He had all black in the summer.
I feel like Fresh was in that jacket.
I mean, well, yeah, no, all black
I
is
feel like
going
he had
to
the long pointed church shoes too.
Now I gotta go back and watch it, see what he had on. I didn't know.
Okay, so one thing I wanted to ask you, Insecure is a good icebreaker, but in terms of where you are in your career, I want to say, how do you feel about it? How do you feel about your? I mean, because I saw you said your 2016 was awesome. How do you feel about it?
My 2016 was unreal. Like the things that I got to do this year, like kind of people always like hashtag goals. Yeah, this entire year was hashtag goals. Meeting Oprah was amazing, and then like me interviewing her, and then she grabbed my head in the middle of the interview was dope. Getting the interview, Shonda Rhimes was dope. The book coming out was dope, and hitting the New York Times list.
Can I pause you? Because I feel like when you met Oprah,
Did the sun shine extra hard? That's
So I met Oprah. So Oprah this year decided to handpick 100 people who she thinks are elevating humanity, and I end up on this list. So she had a brunch in LA in April with the 100. Actually, 70 of us could make it. So it was like Ava DuVernay, Jesse Williams, Iyanla Vanzant.
So, Oprah invited 100 people.
Yeah.
70 only could make it.
Yeah.
Did the other 30, were they dead? Well, like, what's the excuse? Like, when Oprah sends for you, like, I don't understand what's happening.
The 30 who didn't make it was like Deepak Chopra. Like, I think he had like a schedule, he had like a major schedule conflict. But like the 70 who were there was like legit. Amanda Stanbury, Zendaya, like freaking India Reed, Jesse Williams. It was like all these people. So we got to do a photo shoot after this brunch because we had the brunch in the OWN TV live. And Oprah walks in. They tell us, make sure you guys don't tweet because we're not supposed to talk about this right now. It's not gonna come up for another 3 months. We're like, dang, okay. So while we're sitting there, we're watching Super Soul Sunday. So Oprah gets on Twitter herself and says, I'm sitting here watching Super Soul Sunday with 100 very special people. We was like, does that mean we can tweet about this now? Can we say this now? So they were like, yes, but you guys can't say what it was for. After the brunch, we actually got to do a photo shoot with Oprah. So that's when I met her. I was positioned like 2 people behind Oprah, and then she got to take a picture with each person. So that was amazing.
Did your credit score hit the max after you met
I
Oprah?
have to say I've had the best credit year yet. So maybe that had to
I
do
feel
with
like once you meet Oprah, like your bank account get like 2 extra comments, and your credit score hit the max.
I mean, everyone kept on asking me like, what did Oprah smell like? I don't know.
That was my question. I'm literally about to ask you what the Oprah is. It's not the best thing on ever.
Like original $50 bills. That's what she smelled like. Original $50
You know what?
bills.
I don't remember what she smelled like, but I remember what her hug feels like. Like Oprah hugs you with her whole spirit. Like it's one of those like art hugs.
First lady of
Does she walk or does she like float? Does she have like her own hovercraft? Like how does this work?
She walks. You know what? She walks in the room, and even though she's not loud about it, you automatically look where she's coming from. And when she walked in the room, Stedman was right behind her.
Let's go, Stedman. Let's go, Stedman.
Oh, Stedman's still on.
Oh yeah, Stedman. Let's go.
Stedman showed up in his little windbreaker, like how y'all doing? I got you some paper say
Let's
hi
go,
and left.
Big
Oprah
about
was
fat
like, she's really into her ponytail right now, so she got her ponytail like, hey y'all, hi. And I'm just like, and the thing about me and Oprah is, you think you're the only one who's gonna fangirl. Actual celebrities fangirl when they see her. Like, real famous people will be like, oh my god, that's Oprah. So it's not just you that's saying that. But yeah, like, she's just really kind of cool, and I got to interview her 2 months after I met her. And yeah, she turned to me like, hey, love you. I was like, oh, Jesus, Oprah just said my name.
I have one question. Was Tyrese one of the 100 people?
Tyrese.
I know you're such a big fan of Tyrese.
Right. Tyrese was not on the Super Soul 100.
Is it due to his misspellings and his grammatical errors?
So Tyrese blocked me on Twitter 4 years ago. No, 4 or 5 years ago. Something like that. He blocked me on Twitter because I used to do 100 dumbest tweets of the year, and Tyrese would be like 5 of them because he couldn't spell ever. So he was like the first celebrity that blocked me on Twitter.
That's cool.
He got sick of your shit quick.
Oh no, he did.
Only celebrity blocked me was Stacey King.
Who was that?
Right, my point exactly.
Not too much on pools first.
I'm just saying, man, get in the hot sauce.
Okay, so we got that. We got that. You was going on with Shonda Rhimes. Shonda Rhimes.
So Shonda's now like, I call her Mary Baker. So Shonda Rhimes is a fan of my work. We met last year, and she tells me that she loves my tweets. That she said, "You're my favorite person on Twitter. I think you're amazing." So then this year when I saw her, she was like, "Aren't you coming out with a book?" I was like, "You've been paying attention that much?" And then I actually got to moderate a panel with Shonda, really the day before I interviewed Oprah, which is kind of crazy. So yeah, she wrote a very nice blurb for my book. So she's on the cover of my book.
Yes. So the book, are you still in the 5th one? Are you on the 6th one? You blowed up.
I am. So my book came out September 13th. It's called I'm Judging You, the Do Better Manual.
Yes.
And it hit the New York Times bestsellers list the week after. And it's on its 4th print. Fourth. Yes.
Y'all do me a favor. Y'all just settle down just a tad bit. Just a tad bit. Thanks.
Dominique Arosnikov. Thank you.
Oh, wow. Okay.
That's cool. Glad you can stand.
Thank you for maintaining order back there, brother. I appreciate it. Okay, so I'm judging you, the Do Better Manual. You know what? I feel like, I got a copy. I'm giving it away. I don't know how I'm going to determine to give it away. Oh man. Okay, so I'm gonna give it away before we done. I'm judging you, the Do Better Manual. Man, like what? I know you. Like when you first found out it hit the New York Times bestseller list, because like I'm just like Joe. Like when I saw it, I'm like okay. And I went to my Barnes and Noble in good old Oprah, and I was like, I gave them your name, and they looked at me like they was like good wholesome guys, and they was like, wait a minute, what's this? They didn't know your name. I'm like, look the book up, Jack. They said we got it. They like it's upstairs. I'm like, okay. I had 2 good wholesome gentlemen looking for your book for 20 minutes of Oprah, and I would not leave. I was just standing there. It was like, oh yeah. So they brought me down like 4 copies, and I said, okay, cool. It was like it's going on the new hot table like next week. I was like, damn. Oh, like gee, like I'm thinking I'm doing something. I'm like, no, they're like, we put it up because we know it's on sale. So when you hit that bestseller list, what did it feel like? What was that thing?
That day I was in Florida. I was getting ready for an award show, and at 5:15 I get a phone call from my publicist, who's usually like really chill and calm, and she's like, "I am in the middle of the street in DC. Your book hit the list at number 5." I said, "What list?" I was like, "What list?" She was like, "The New York Times bestsellers list. You're number 5." I was like, "What?" So I like end up screaming, and then my editor calls me from my publishing house and is like, "Hey, I am making a really fun phone call right now. Hey, New York Times bestseller." I was like, "Oh snap!" And I started yelling in my room. She started cackling. She had me on speakerphone. I was screaming, and then she's like, "This is really fun to hear." And then I called my mama. And she was like, "Okay, cool." Nigerian mama, not impressed by anything. She was like, "Okay, sounds good. Okay." And then I went downstairs to the awards, and I told one of my friends, and she said, what? And she just ran around the room twice. She ran around the room twice, and we were like, all right, we're celebrating today. So what's funny is I ended up winning the award that day, so it was a double celebration. But so the New York Times bestsellers list was a goal I had set for myself when I said I wanted to write a book, and it was my top goal so far. Okay. Because here's the thing, once you hit that list, so a lot of awards are like figurehead awards, just like cool, but this is one thing where the moment you hit the list, it automatically increases your earning power. So all your prices go up that moment. Like my speakers agent called me, was like, cool, you just went up 25%.
Damn.
Everything you charge goes up. Actually, they doubled it that day.
So,
and yeah.
Also, for all our people out here who get all their news on Facebook, could you really explain to them like being on New York Times best-selling list and like going how many times platinum for your mixtape, how many streams, you know what I mean? 'Cause they're like New York Times, that is, you know, but that's really like going diamond in your first week down there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's so the New York Times has the most prestigious book list. So the Washington Post has one too. The New York Times list, there's a lot of things that is attached to it. So you start getting more accolades. You end up in so like your bio automatically starts saying New York Times bestseller. When you're introduced anywhere, essentially that's the first thing they mention. And again, the moment you hit that list, because it's really difficult to hit that list, your earning power goes up. So for a young black person to do it, it's like, all right, I can start charging y'all white people money.
It's kind of like in the streets, you went from the plug to the connect.
Right. So it was really cool, and it was one of those things that was like, all right. And it also allowed my book to be in a bookstore. So now my publishers could go back to bookstores that didn't want to restock my book before and say, this book hit the New York Times bestseller list, and on that alone, they'll say yes.
So what was like, do you have a celebration song that you listen to afterwards, after you
It was a Nigerian gospel song.
Oh, man.
I actually Facebook Live it because I also ended up having a New York Times profile.
Okay.
What was the song? I can't remember, but I definitely have a Facebook Live of me dancing to the song as I celebrated my New York Times feature.
I was hoping the song would have been Benito about Chief Keef. I was hoping that that's what she listened to after you get it, because that's a great song for celebrations.
Really?
Yes.
Or Nuck If You Buck.
Or Nuck If You Buck.
You know what? Agreed.
Yes.
You know what? We ended up doing Nuck If You Buck. Yeah, I did that.
Wait, did you listen to Nuck If You Buck in the White House?
You know what? We swag served at the White House.
Oh, man.
We swag served at the White House.
I would have cried.
No, there's a video of it actually.
Yeah.
Yes, I was the one in the front with the red sweatshirt on. So
I would have cried.
I feel like that's like you transcended into heaven.
I would have caught the Holy Ghost.
So there was so the president decided to do something called South by Southlawn in October, and basically he had no reason to do this. Like I feel like he just wanted to have a cookout on the White House lawn. So it was like first week in October. We went to the White House, and it was seasonably, it was like unseasonably warm. It was like that day 65 degrees. So we show up to the White House. The entire South Lawn, like all the way down, is like food vendors. They got fake tattoo artists. They got bands. They got DJ Beverly Bond spinning, and we just standing on the grass. Like
Rock took the house picnic
he
to the White House.
No, he legit did. Like they had like whatever type of, they had little food trucks around. You went around and be like, let me get that, like fries, like unlimited everything. So a bunch of us, there was a bunch of white people there, but there was also like 30, 40, 50 black people. So we were like, you know what we need to do to like make this really black? We need to swag stuff. So we go, at that point it's like a white DJ. So we go up to the white DJ and we're like, okay, do you have the swag surf? He was like, I don't. We were like, well, Beverly Bonnie's over there. Can you make it happen? We talked to the organizers of South by Southlawn and said, we wanted to swag surf in front of the South by Southlawn sign. I mean, can it be any blacker? So they were like, that's it. They were like, give us 45 minutes. So we sent out a tweet and told every black person, we was like, yo, meet us by the South by Southlawn sign at 4:45. We're gonna swag surf. People was like, bet. 4:45 hit. DJ gives us the head nod from across the way. And he's like, you guys ready? It was 30 of us there, just ready. Like, yes. And the moment he started playing, we started swag surf, and like 8 people got this. This video ends up going viral. Like everybody posted it. Essence posted it on their website. 40 black people being super black on the white, and with the White House behind us, like visible behind us.
Y'all got it. Give me a round of applause for being black. You know what I'm saying? The swag surf is a old Negro spiritual. Last night to get there. I don't care where you at, what you doing in your life. As soon as you get, you know I got that swag. You know, see, look, that's like in my bag. You know what I'm saying?
So that was a black moment in history.
Quick question, while we talking about music and party. One of your favorite early blog posts was your first time coming to a Virgo bash.
Oh shit, yeah.
Could you describe that real quick? Hold on. So the Virgo bash pretty much birthday party thrown by me and Dion. Used to be Kendall, but now is with Fresh. And the very first one that we threw was across the street from Shrine. The party got so packed, Shrine closed early for the night, closed like at 12. And everybody from Shrine came over to this loft that we had rented out that we fucked it up so much, the guy like moved out like 6 months later. So like Luvvie walked in and like the look on her face was priceless, like what the fuck did I agree to?
It felt like one of those like Kappa parties that we all went to in college. You know the ones like when their windows were boarded up? And it was really hot and I was like, this is a fire hazard.
Yeah, it was like it was like almost like the E2 stairway setup almost. Rest in peace to all those.
Yes, hey bro, I put my back against the wall, Jack. You know me, the first thing is protection. I'm scared. I'm thinking somebody gonna swing. It was
Fresh, you put your back against the wall to juke.
I really did.
Thank you. That's not like you was concerned for your life.
So anxious that came on, bro.
It really did. It really did.
Y'all have some epic parties.
They do.
Yeah,
They do.
we throw a good party every once in a while. You know.
Every once in a while.
We have a nigga queue. The nigga queue was the West Side.
You know what? Okay. We're gonna move on.
Fuck Fresh was better this year.
Oh yeah, we did have Fuck Fresh this year. I mean, Forget Fresh. Forget Fresh barbecue was lit. You know,
Jeez.
I'll tell you about it later, love you.
For the West Side.
Okay, so I just got thrown off because this was not a discussion about party debates. You know, so okay, thank you. Matter of fact, how about we do this? Because this is one thing that I really like about your book. The last chapter, when you're talking about giving back. And was that the last chapter? Yes, the last chapter. You talk about giving back, and pretty much, you know, I think that's big. And actually, it made me think about it because my friend there, my good friend Terrell,
Our real friend.
he had a drive for the homeless, and there's so many people in the room that are here now that do their own charitable efforts. I just want y'all to give yourself a round of applause, George. All kinds of people in here who give back. K-Moon. So behind us, let's shout out K-Moon. Okay, so she has hands in front.
Get a church hand ready.
But
K-Moon and Good Deeds fame. Shout out Good Deeds. They always out here today. They helping out for teens. You know, I think last week did the food drive last week. Yeah, she keeps it going though. Give me something to look up to.
And I think that's just so important, and I'm glad you put that in the book because I was going to listen to the book. And I think that's important because a lot of times we kind of feel like we have to get to a certain point before we give back. And it's like, nah, G, like you can get back. If I got $5, you can have one.
Exactly.
I mean, I'll make it, you know. And you know what? Okay. So I hate Terrell because he got a Cubs hat, but that's cool. Let's go Cubs. So I want to talk to you about that because you have a fantastic organization called the Red Pump Project, and that's something I counted it a while ago, and I was like, yo, this is really dope. Focuses on women and AIDS awareness. Just give us a little bit about that.
All right, so 7 years ago, I co-founded a nonprofit organization called the Red Pump Project, and we raise awareness about the impact of HIV and AIDS on women and girls. And one of the ways we do it is we have events like fashion shows, like brunches, and people come wearing red shoes, men are in red ties, and we talk about this epidemic in a way that's not so serious. And we do workshops around the country. We have 4 chapters, Chicago, Charlotte, DC, Atlanta. And it's one of the things that I do. So I'm known for all of these things together.
I think in terms of that, I feel like that was important because when I went to the first,
show?
I went to the show, and you guys had Radio Story, I believe.
Yeah.
And she was speaking about it, and I feel like that's really big because I think our people, like, we want to make that aware. We want to grow our organizations. So I just had to throw that in there, but we'll get back to just a little bit of the ratchet because I want to know how you feel about the White House now, what it's going to look like January 21st.
It's going to look like a KKK rally. Y'all wouldn't, so me and my friends were planning, we were going to rent a house in DC for the inauguration, right? Because we were going to be like doing all types of parties and then that happened. I was like, oh, they just ruined the plans, cancel the house. So you will not see me in DC in January. I will be in Utah at the Sundance Film Festival during inauguration. But the White House is going to look completely different. So this current administration had like 50%. It was like an equal 50% men, 50% women. Whole bunch of black women were working in the White House. Like, I mean, it was a very black house. Like, they had this reception where they had Hennessy and open bar and unlimited fried chicken. And I was like, oh my God, this is the best thing. I took a picture of the Hennessy. The only white people there were like servers. It was just amazing. And I was like, when is this going to happen again? And I think a lot of people are very cognizant of that fact. Because, I mean, even the one that I went to on Friday, that was their last holiday party. So that was like the last Obama party. And everyone was very conscious of the fact that this might be the last time we step in foot in this house, which is why one of my friends decided to dance barefoot on the carpet because she thought I wanted to feel on my toes. So, I mean, yeah, it's gonna be super black. It's gonna be completely different. Different administration. I mean, they had concerts just because the first family loved J. Cole and the Roots, so they'll just find a reason to have them there. For like, they had the whole Wonderland squad go for a concert one day. Like, who would do that?
I knew the White House was different when I saw Pusha T at the White House.
Pusha T.
When I saw Pusha T in the White House, I said, I never heard anybody talk about something so much dope. And now he just in the White House chilling.
Like he passed the security clearance. It's actually
I'll say, man, ain't nobody been in this is easy. I didn't say they said the wrong answer to write a letter.
And Pusha T, he went to the White House with cornrows. That's what kind of made me like,
real cornrows too.
Real. Like,
so yeah, it's gonna be a different looking White House, but you know, we'll see.
I'm just scared because, like, I think like Barack Obama, he's just such a cool dude, and he just so like when you meet him, you look at him and you like Joe, like he's charismatic. Charismatic. You know, don't fault me. I ain't been to school in a long time. But so I think like it's interesting because Trump is the opposite. Like I see him like on TV and I feel like a weird thing in my heart. Like I feel like
that's because he's Voldemort.
I feel like I'm looking at like
the
just,
devil. Yes.
Bad guy in WWE.
I mean, here's also what's important. I think now more than ever, especially like young and black, and currently have money to spend, find money to invest in some things. One, two, protect your data. That's important. So there's a new app that everyone's downloading called Signal. Signal. So Signal is an app that you download to use for text messages, and unlike WhatsApp, unlike the text messages on your phone, it's encrypted. So none of the messages are seen by anybody but whoever you send it to. So a lot of us have downloaded Signal because we're going to need to be using that. Yes, like it's like that. To where like data security people are actively telling people you might want to start using it. It's called Signal.
Y'all should have said no bad dude app. This sounds so cheaterish.
Oh no, it's not even, it doesn't even charge you money. Like it's a free app that's just like encrypted. Everything about it is encrypted. So a lot of people are trying to use Signal because you might want to start thinking about that, making sure your email is secure. So it's stuff like, especially for those of us who are professional troublemakers and more visible, like packing.
Okay, look, I got another question. We haven't had a rant yet. And I feel like me and you, I got something on my heart that me and you both share a disdain for. Lauryn Hill and her targets. Can we talk about that?
Yes, we can.
Because I did. Me and you were the only people on Facebook who were like, why are people like still paying $100 to go to this woman's concert?
Let me tell you. So Lauryn Hill had a concert at like the Ravinia.
Yes.
Like 2 months ago or whatever.
And it was in September.
In September, right?
Yes.
So you like I make a living making fun of Lauryn Hill. Like she's actually in my book because she's ridiculous. She's just all types of ridiculous. So I was very clear that me going to this concert is just me going to a picnic with my friends, but Lauren may or may not show up. So we packed our food. We got to Ravinia. Lauren was supposed to show up at 8 o'clock. 7:30 maybe.
It was 7:30. I remember I was doing the over under. Like she would show up at 8:30.
Only reason why I went was because I got a free ticket. Because you know I'm not paying for the Lauryn Hill nothing. I was like, oh, I'm just going to a picnic where Lauryn Hill's soundtrack might play. Showed up. We got a good spot. Was eating food. Everybody was, people had their little like picnic spread. Lauren didn't show up till about a good 9:45. And everybody's mad. I was over here like, see, I wasn't even expecting her to show up tomorrow. So this is actually an improvement. And she got up there and sang these chopped and screwed versions of her songs, and I was like, what is this? And I like got up and left after 15 minutes.
Let me ask you from a woman's perspective. Why do we as people continue to give Lauryn Hill a chance?
Because of that one album that was 18 years ago.
That one funky ass album that y'all need to let go.
No. Can we put it in perspective? Kids who were born the year that Lauryn Hill dropped that album are now college freshmen.
Let it go.
Think about it.
Man, y'all don't want to the fucking Jeffrey Osborne album like this.
I'm sorry.
Man, one got them sing that.
I will say that I think what ruined Lauryn Hill's life was Island Beats.
Yeah. I heard you say something about West Indies dudes stigmatizing girls easily.
I think what happened is Robin Marley like stigmatized Lauryn Hill and she lost her entire mind. Because like keep in mind, she wasn't with Roman before like all of the madness started happening, right? Got with him and all of a sudden she dropped this bomb album and then nothing else. She just disappeared.
Stigmatization has happened throughout the course of history. It's unfortunate truth.
She got reversed by dude.
Yeah.
Instead of her laying it out, she got laid down. Where is she at? Is she back in East Orange, New Jersey somewhere?
I do?
Lauryn Hill.
I don't know where Lauren is. She's just wearing all the clothes in the closet at the same time.
I've just never seen one album that trended like that.
You don't have to leave the house wearing every article of clothing that you own. Like every picture. I'm sorry, I can't give Lauryn Hill no more breaks. 18 years after this album, and we still like, but she's Lauren. I'm sorry, you did 12 dope tracks.
That's it.
18 years ago.
And the funny part about it, people, they still like they go to the concert like, well, and they start lying to themselves, like, get like the Lauren syndrome, like, well, I just really wanted to hear 4 songs anyway. Now I don't need for her to be on time. Like 3 hours late is okay. My baby daddy was like 5 hours picking
That's what I
kids,
was
so
saying. It's the baby daddy syndrome.
But the bad part is Lauren will show up late and then give you a terrible performance and then have an attitude on stage about why people are booing.
Yeah.
I paid a good money. I'm not paying money again. People need to stop paying money to see Lauren because she ain't paying taxes with it.
Yeah, no. Motherfuckers are not coming to see the sweetest thing acoustic.
But except, she ain't got the complexion for protection, so she can't get away with that. She better pay all her coins.
I'm not paying no more money to see Kanye.
Oh, God, no.
Wait, whoa.
Kanye is trash.
Not too much on my drunk uncle.
Here we go.
Not too much on my drunk uncle. Not too much on my drunk uncle. If y'all let Lauryn Hill slide for 18 years, y'all can give my man a 6-month
Kanye West
vacation.
is trash.
What?
Kanye West is
Let him get a
trash.
6-month vacation, Joe. He'll be back. He'll be back.
Kanye is officially trash.
Hey, he's in his Simon Phoenix mode right now. We go get a demolition man
Let me tell you.
out
Kanye West lost every piece of respect I might have had for him
When?
in this last week and a half. What trash ass? You came out to rehab and the first thing your raggedy ass with your blonde hair, whatever that looks like, a cheer pet, is go see Donald Trump. I'm sorry.
How we know what they talked about?
What?
It don't even matter, bro.
First of all, before he went into rehab, Kanye had a 40-minute pro-Trump rant at a concert where like long-term fans who were there paid money booed him.
Right.
And then he goes into rehab. First thing he does, what is he talking about with Trump that says my people are going to actually make this and be okay? No, he went to go get an ambassadorship because here's the tea. Donald Trump can't find people to perform his inauguration to where his team is calling people and saying, hey, if you can get your client to perform, we will give you an ambassadorship in the administration.
Yeah.
So for Kanye's goofy ass to go and meet with him and then be smiling in front of cameras like this is some shit, while this man is trying to do a Muslim registry and swastikas are coming back, Kanye's trash.
So what about all them preachers outside? They trash too?
Also trash.
Okay, thank you. Well, I gotta have that.
Preachers out south.
Hey, you know what I'm talking about, your boys who was holding around the hand like that he was sharing him. They holding that man up like he was got them with the future Jackson or something. You know what I'm talking about, boy. What's your man name? He won't sit on that roof for all that time.
Oh, no, I don't mess with Van Brooks. Yeah, I don't mess with Van Brooks.
I mean, I'm not messing with anybody who's currently like smiling with Trump or being like, he's okay. He's not okay. Like, people like Kanye are telling folks that it's okay for like Donald Trump to exist and be the person that he is. And for Kanye to be the person who said George Bush hates black people.
What'd he do?
Trump hates black people. Like, he will not just act like he doesn't like you. That dude will do everything in his power to destroy you. So that guy is the one you want to go meet with and shake hands with. All respect out the window. Kanye can kick rocks like with no shoes on. Like,
Before I stretch my hand and get played soon, this podcast is over.
he's done. I ain't gonna go there.
Look, man, what'd he say?
I ain't even gonna go there.
What'd he say?
No, ain't gonna be able to do it.
What'd he say?
Ain't gonna be able to do it. Ain't gonna be able to do it.
I'm not agree.
See, that's how I go.
He went to a Southside public school. He graduated from
So
Phillips.
they give him pain.
Yeah, he went to Future Commons.
You know what? I honestly, I expected him to come out of rehab and at least go see Farrakhan.
Yeah,
Hey,
nah,
right, go see Lewis. Like,
that's my boy, man.
what he
I know
doing? He
that
needs some Jesus in his life. Kanye needs to get on his drugs, like on his actual meds, and get his shit together. Because I mean, honestly, art is supposed to be what's counterculture, right?
Right.
Music and rappers and hip hop are supposed to be the ones who are fighting the power, especially unapologetically and courageously. So to see somebody who a lot of people respect and look up to, and who is still considered counterculture in a certain way, then do that is like the antithesis of everything. Kanye's become who he used to rap about.
Yeah.
Everything he talked about in his first album, he's that dude who got this girl for a white girl. He's the dude who
She's
takes the
Armenian.
money.
She's not white, she's Armenian.
She's white. She's white. Kim Kardashian has cut all the Armenian out her face. She's white. Like, I need you to understand this. She's like 10 years ago, you just said she's Armenian. She cut all the Armenian out. There's no Armenian nose no more. The Armenian forehead is gone. She's white.
I'm not gonna lie, Fresh. When I saw all his tour merchandise and it had the Confederate flag on it,
Yeah.
like I seen the dude at the Nike event, and I'm looking back at him because he on this jacket and he got the big old Confederate flag on it. So I'm like, do we need to whoop him? Like I'm like, what need to happen? And then he turned around and just said Jesus, and I was like, yeah.
My question is this though, how far would the controversy sales go? You know what I mean? Because remember when he was Illuminati, they thought he was Illuminati, he dropped the Power video with the horse heads and ram heads.
He need controversy to sell now?
He do not. So I don't know why.
Yeah.
He always been a
I guess my question though is, again, Kanye West is not one who needs to wear a Confederate flag to sell records. Like, so it can't be a matter of profit. And here's the thing, there's profit over people. How much profit counts for your people? You can't be rocking Confederate flags. Like that's, listen, like people are making money out here without necessarily. Black people don't buy his album?
Hey, I got all the album in my car. I got all the
Yeah,
That's also falsity. Like the idea. And I think that's something that we need to combat. The idea
he
that
also
black
didn't
people
even
are
sell it
buying
at first,
stuff.
right? He didn't even sell it at first.
No, but here's the thing. Some people are afraid to build businesses on the back of black and brown people, thinking we don't buy stuff. We buy stuff. Like $1.1 trillion worth of stuff every year.
We just buy necessary stuff.
Like, no, that's not, look, I wear Jordans any day, all right, but then the idea that I see people being like, why don't you like travel instead of buying Jordans? How about I do both?
Exactly.
People act like black people are one or the other. Like, we only buy one.
Don't get me started because that meme with like none other. Like you can't do like both things. Like you can't go on a trip like the meme with why you spending $600 on the iPhone, I spend $600 on travel. Like, Wayne, shut the fuck up. Like, I'm gonna take my iPhone on my trip and take a pictures with it. Like,
Exactly.
it makes me mad.
But again, it's when people say stuff like, black people don't buy that. Black people do buy that, actually. We're like, we are the drivers of cool. Like,
Oh yeah, no doubt.
when we start buying stuff, then all of a sudden everybody else starts buying stuff. And so the idea that we're like, oh, we started buying Kanye's album before any white person knew who the hell Kanye West was. So Kanye West wouldn't be Kanye if black people didn't buy his stuff. So he does owe black people a little bit. Like, we want Chicago.
We want him to come home.
No, we don't.
We want him to come home.
No, we don't.
We can't just own him, man.
Yes, we can. It's already done.
Man, we let Bobby Brown come back how many times, man?
Bobby Brown ain't cheese with Trump. Shit. Oh, Bobby, you come home. Kanye, you stay outside. We don't know who you are.
Oh man.
We got a
That's
chance
real
now.
shit.
We got a chance now.
We got Chance. Cool.
We got a chance.
We gonna hold on to Chance. I'm with Chance. Yes.
Okay, so we got 2016 was it's a hell of a year for a bunch of different reasons. We lost Prince this year. We lost Prince.
I can tell you. Prince was like, I know what's gonna happen November 9th. I will not be here. And peace out. Prince knew. I think he knew. Prince was like, I am not going to be here for this, so.
We did a whole episode about Prince. Well, it was Prince and Kobe. And Fresh loves Prince.
I broke down when I heard the news. Like I lost my great uncle or something. I broke down. And then she was like, my little sister was like, they playing, boy, they playing. Prince ain't dead. Prince can't die. I'm like, he gone. He gone. They making it up. It's on CNN. He gone. Yeah, I took it real bad.
Prince was hard.
You say he called the whole family.
He called all of us. He put it on our family group. We had a meeting.
The whole family. Y'all had a family meeting about Prince.
Y'all gotta
And that's great. That's
I'm
great.
getting a tribute.
He's like the only oldest child that acts like an only child.
Basically.
That makes me so mad.
You know what? I think the interesting thing about when black people pass away is if you ever go to Harlem and the hero that passed away,
Oh, man.
it looked like none other, boy. Like Harlem was like
Harlem
Prince
theater
out.
shut
It was
down.
like, what is happening, bro? Like it was Prince. Like everybody was selling Prince merchandise, Prince candles, Prince shirts. Like it was phenomenal.
Just call and check on me when R. Kelly died. Man.
Oh my God.
Let's check on me then. Let's check on me then. I'm just saying.
You know what? I feel like Luvvie is holding back. We gonna act like you ain't say that, bro.
Look, R. Kelly is sick, but all y'all still listen to R. Kelly. All y'all was fucking the TP too. So let's not do this. Let's not do this. Like, it's bad, okay? He's a horrible human being, but he did make bump and grind. Like, I mean, what do you do? What do you do? Yes.
Certain things are just synonymous with R. Kelly now. I mean, when I lay down and look at my ceiling fan, I start singing The Greatest Sex. It's automatic, like, from the you know what I'm saying? It's just, that's how cold Kells is, though.
I don't have no.
It's an inner struggle, man. It's an inner struggle. Can we be honest? People still listen to R. Kelly.
The Boondocks. Oh, she said she was joking.
I'm just gonna sit this one out.
We gonna let that go. Anytime anybody bring up R. Kelly, we just gonna reference them to the Boondocks episode. As long as they can still make us dance, we will forgive them.
Pretty much. Because Mike Jack hopped on top of a fucking sprinter and started doing spins, and we forgot what we was in trial for.
You know what?
Let's just move on. Let's just move on.
Yeah, we gotta talk about Boondocks. But Luvvie, back to you. So right now you on hiatus, you're on a break.
As of 2 days ago, the White House is my last thing of the day of the year.
It's your last thing. So we greatly appreciate you for doing this for us. And I think that's good because like when you hit a wall or you tired and fatigued, like, hey, I need some time for self-care.
Oh yeah, I walked away from a contract last week. That's how tired I was.
See, that's how I know Oprah made an impact because you walked away from the money. So I know.
Oh, look, so I did it was a brand that was like my dream brand to work with. They were like, hey, do this campaign. I was like, yes. So I signed the contract. And it's not even like a difficult campaign, but like last Tuesday, I called them and I was like, yo, so what is the penalty for me breaching this contract? I ain't gonna be able to do it. They were like, no penalty. Cool, cancel me. Talk to me the new year. That's when I was like, all right, I know I need a break. I've been running so much this year. I think I've taken like 115 flights. Like, damn. I've taken 50-something trips, which is what, 3 a month? Yeah. I've only been home literally for 2 weeks total since September. So, you know, a lot of people see that travel and they're like, oh my God, that looks good. That stuff is exhausting. Like, I go on planes when I'm in Chicago. I'm in Chicago for a day to unpack, repack, get back on the plane. One of my most strenuous weeks, I did 4 cities in 7 days. Like, and I did book signings in every city and like multiple things. So I was finally hitting the wall. There was a time when I was on the flight, like knocked out. I sleep on every plane. So I was like, all right, I need to take a break. So I am on break until January 16th, 2017. My email autoresponder is up that says, I ain't even got it for you. Contact me after January 16th. And like, people are like, people emailing me like, I sent you email. I know, I'm not gonna look at it for the next month. So, yeah, that's important because when you run your own business, it's easy for you to just like work nonstop, right? And yes, you control your own time, but the bad part about that is people think you're never off. So I'm a writer, I'm running like 2 websites, I'm running a nonprofit, and I'm a type A workaholic, and that has helped me get here, but it also, sometimes you're like, you know what, I'm gonna take a couple of naps. Yeah. So, that's the plan.
You ever thought about like giving it all up and just selling flat tummy tea on Instagram?
Oh, let me make you laugh. So on Black Friday at 12:01 a.m., I get an email from Flat Tummy Tea, their PR person. 12:01 was like, hey, Luvvie, oh my God, we love your social media. Would you consider? And I wasn't replying to any emails that day, but at 12:03, they got a reply. And I was like, nope, remove me from your list. I'm not, first of all, that Flat Tummy Tea thing is a laxative. That's about it. I'm not gonna be the influencer who's selling Flat Tummy Tea. That ain't it. I'm gonna hustle to work with major brands as opposed to working with the people on Instagram who wanna have me tell my audience to take this laxative. First of all, what type of a brand position is that to be selling a laxative? Like, I need the brands that's like, I need Samsung to holler at. Like, they're the ones who holler at me. I ain't working with Flat Tummy Tea one and then expecting Nike to call me the day after. That's not how that works. No.
Just because I'm curious, how much do they offer to sell Flat Tummy Tea?
So, you know what? That's my only regret that I didn't ask them how much, just like do my own research, because I just shut them down so quick. But they sent so many of my friends that I'm gonna ask them, like, look, the next time, because all these celebrities, they got, they got like D-list celebrities selling Flat Tummy Tea on Instagram, and I'm just gonna be like, bro, how much are they charging? Like, how much are they paying you? If they're not paying them 5 figures, ooh, they just doing this all wrong.
You can get 5 figures for selling Flat Tummy Tea on Instagram. Y'all better get y'all followers up.
No. You can get, here's the thing though, you can get those exact same 5 figures for selling, for wearing a t-shirt.
Yes.
Like, what I mean, like, I was talking to one of the D-list celebrities about like her branding, and I was like, part of the reason why you're not getting the right brands is because you're associating yourself with the wrong ones. So when like brand prestige matters, like they want to see who's working with you. So if they see you working with Nike, then yes, like Adidas will want to call you up. Or yes, Samsung want to call you up. But if Flat Tummy Tea is who you're working with, then the other person you're gonna get is the teeth whitener.
Yeah. Are you listening, Anthony? Anthony, are you listening?
So you're saying that we shouldn't promote gyro cheeseburgers? Because I mean, I hold them near and dear to my heart.
But I think that fits you.
Oh, okay.
I'm saying you super Chicago. You are super Chicago.
I am.
So that works. That's what I'm saying. All things Chicago fit you. A guy like, yes, absolutely same thing. Like, I think Jordan brand would actually, you would work with the Jordan brand because you're so Chicago.
Do you know what I would give to work? You would give everything outside of Jordan, L. Peterson. That's about it. Yes.
I actually met one of the guys who's one of the main designers for Jordan brand for 15 years. He spoke at a conference Chicago, actually. Jason Maiden, brilliant. Like that dude, his story is off the chain.
I need to look him up. We need to talk.
So his story is that he actually became a designer when he was like 17 or something. He watched one of his friends get shot in the face. And he was like, oh, I'm not about this gang life. So I'm gonna get a skill. And then he ended up becoming like the main designer for Jordan Brand. Brilliant.
So I got a question because we promised the people we would have them out of here. I think your story is phenomenal. I think everybody's gonna definitely tune in and pay attention to you if they weren't already. Because I feel like if you are on social media, you can't miss you. What do you want your legacy to be when it's all said and done?
I want my legacy to be the person who was super black, no matter what room she's in, who got to do it all on her own terms, and who got to make people uncomfortable when it was necessary. Like, essentially, I'm like the truth teller. So I'm the person who, no matter what room I'm in, I'm like, look, I'm making the white people for the next 4 years, white women for the next 4 years, because they messed up the selection. And I did that, like, at Google. Like, I was at Google telling them, like, look, let me tell you how you messed up. And I think that's important, to be the person who people understand will always tell the truth.
I think that's a great legacy.
Yeah.
Luvvie, thank you for coming here
Thank
with
you for
us.
having me.
Thank you. Thank you.
On your break, we are so appreciative.
Thank you.
I don't know, like, I got a question. How do you want to get away with it?
Girl gave it to me.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you mean like what? No, you should have bought it already. Okay.
I'll sign it too.
Who
You
has?
said you'll sign it?
Oh man, you gotta say who has better draw right? Who has better draw right?
Yeah, right. Who has a better answer to that?
Right. Who has better draw right? Ghana or Nigeria?
Liberia.
You lost, man. You lost the jollof wars. Who has a better jollof wars?
Shit with it.
Yeah.
What you know?
Okay. So Ant said this is how we should get a book away. He said the person who guesses your birthday or the date closest to it.
Ooh, good.
Jeez.
That's a good one.
That's Ant who set y'all up. No Googles though, because y'all gotta answer within 10 seconds.
Not too much.
Man,
Who can guess her birthday?
September 9th.
December?
September.
He won't have to guess.
I said September 9th.
May what?
January 16th.
Danny said May 17th.
We got May 17th.
11/19, September 9th. What did you say? August 7th, July 1st.
That's it. They Google it. They Google it.
Get your ass off, folks.
January 6th.
We don't even celebrate everybody chime in.
July 16th.
July 6th.
Somebody said January 5th.
January 19th. January 6th.
All right, that's cut off. Who was the closest?
Now I don't real name.
They Googled. So no. Did you Google?
January 6th.
Alright, she wins it.
Oh.
My birthday is January 5th.
I said January 5th. You said that here. I said January 5th.
She has it.
I did say January 5th. Yeah.
Sit down.
You can have it, baby.
But see, she actually got the right date though. She got the right date. So you were close, but she got the right date.
we love your throw though. We love your
She
throw.
got it.
She said,
Man, she said, I just want to read.
hey, we know you play flag football, but don't you pull up shit like that again.
Mike again. We actually had some stuff to give away.
We really did.
Guys of no play.
Let me get mine.
Y'all got shirts?
And he has something to give away.
Y'all got shirts this season?
I got something to do.
Fresh has something to give away.
Shirts.
I got something to give away too.
Alright, it's Christmas. Thank you all. Thanks. Oprah, you know, maybe Oprah. Favorite things?
You know, Ant probably gonna give away something ratchet because he had
Okay, we good. You throwing it like that?
Okay. So Fresh is giving away some, and is giving away some. We got an Ant what is this, an Ant prize pack?
Well, it's from Walgreens?
And hold on, this is not a Plan B pill. We cool.
I got a question.
What are you?
Fuck the raw made
What's wrong with y'all, bro? Okay.
Made a eat up Plan B.
Anybody can tell us. How you gonna do? You're really wrong.
I can't think of everything.
No, the answer's not going to be Georgia. This. Shut up.
2 inches from the ground.
What is Aunt P's favorite place to eat? We got a lot of people.
And I said it first.
AJ did.
The guy with the boobies was there.
Aunt P,
Burn down.
who does the prize go to?
Fleetwood. Now, hold on.
Too much credit.
There have been a lot of good responses. My man said hibachi, almost had it, but AJ yelled it first. Half off appetizers at Applebee's. And for AJ guessing that correctly, he gets the MP's prize pack of, we all know who I love, a $1 bag of Flaming Hots. And I went to, so I couldn't get the $25 gift card at Applebee's, but since more people think Applebee's is nasty and they like Chili's, you and your son get you some appetizers on me. Hey, bring my dog. Hey, did you open the bag up at the bar? I hate them.
Yeah. I don't got nothing super prestigious like a big bag of Flaming Hots. So I got a t-shirt because Fresh like wearing graphic tees, as you can see.
Is that me?
Yeah, that's me. So you out, AJ.
Just give it like
Thank you.
Okay. Who is my favorite mixtape artist right now?
Gucci.
Good.
Y'all are wrong.
Thugger. Whoever said Thugger first.
Meg said it.
Y'all get my gift to Aaron.
No, why you can't bring your
Devo said Thugger first.
Devo said it?
Devo said Thugger first. Man, Devo, you get a free graphic tee.
That shirt ain't gonna fit you.
Hold on. If this was Fleetwood, I would do it, bro. This is my first time here. I want to get invited back. This is the slowest stroll for a free t-shirt I ever seen. Hey, this tee, he probably can't fit it. But look, this is a representation of me. Could you open it up and show the people who it is on the front of the shirt?
Fresh on it.
It's a Macho Man. Macho Man. That's a little key right there. You know what I'm saying? A little key right there. It's nothing. There's nothing. Hey, I love that fleece, bro. Love that fleece, man. Hey, Demo, you're going places. You're going places with that fleece.
I need an X on that. It's a medium.
So I got one last giveaway. In true beyond fashion, my giveaway is definitely not anything that is like my gift is digital. Mine is very simple. Everybody knows the answer. What was if anybody could guess, actually, my favorite album that come out this year?
Oh, views. It was terrible. Birds in the Whoa! Brian McKnight.
The only person that guessed it is Domo with Birds in the Trap, sing Brian McKnight by Travis Scott. You ain't even working again. Oh, no. Okay, whoever gets it is getting a $25 iTunes gift card for me.
Make it share.
I think you gotta.
Make it share.
You got, wait. Okay, so that's my gift.
Can Luvvie come back up one more time?
One more time. Could you put the Walgreens bag down, sir?
I'm sorry.
Thank you.
Aaron, this is yours.
Brandon is everything.
We want to thank Luvvie for coming out one more time. Everybody give her a hand clap. We appreciate you so much for coming out. We appreciate you taking time to sit with us crazy guys. Yes.
And y'all all, so if you want to find Luvvie, just look Luvvie up. Like I said, Google her name, Luvvie. Everywhere. So IG, Instagram, Facebook, everywhere find Luvvie. Thank you again for Luvvie coming out. Greatly appreciate it. I want to thank everybody else for coming out.
Everybody.
Give everybody a round of applause. This was a great event. Thanks everybody.
My boy Gio right there, they can see him, man. That's my real friend. Hey. No, can I get it?
So, I'm sorry, y'all. So, no foreplay show, we out.